Big Chick Morning Show, V103, the ATL's number one for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. This is extremely special for me, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't make me cry already.
Ladies and gentlemen, the host of More Than That with Gia Peppers on Revolt. Gia Peppers is in the building. What up, G?
Oh my gosh, Tig.
How are
Don't
you?
make me cry because I just as crazy, y'all. Y'all don't know. Me and Tig go back.
So proud of you.
Thank you. I'm so proud of you.
Tell them why this is crazy and why we go back. I want you to tell the story.
When we both lived in the good old DMV, I'm from the DMV, and my second internship ever was at the Big Tigger Morning Show, WPGC, and it was free. Mm-hmm. Free was there for like a little bit. And DJ Heat, and who's still killing it in the DMV, right. And you were the second person I got to see. First was Donnie Simpson, so I came up under amazing talent. So I'm just honored to be here, intern.
You make me proud,
I'm
girl.
honored.
You listen.
You got me together. One thing you taught me, the biggest thing you taught me, you and my journalism teacher, was like, you can't be quiet about this gig. Like, if you want to be on this side of the mic, you can't be quiet about it. You were like, you too quiet. I was like,
and then you got loud and took over the Washington Wizards, and then you had this radio show, and now you're on Revolt. And I would keep saying, look at Gia.
I remember when she came in all quiet. I was trying to, because as an intern, they teach you, you chill out first.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. You learn
your lane.
But I
learn how to drift out of it.
And I was scared to take up space at first, because I was just like, oh my gosh, these are the people I watched for 400 years. They're amazing. But then you woke me up. Like, I was like, no, I really want to do this. And you were like, okay, you got to take up space.
You have done it and are doing it. Tell me about this More Than That with Gia Peppers show.
Yeah, so More Than That is actually 4 seasons in now. Okay. Technically, our first season on TV is our first season, like 4th season. 3 seasons before now on radio, radio and podcasts. And so it's Urban One. Shout out to Big Kathy Hughes. Urban One has partnered with Dentsu. Dentsu essentially is an ad agency that came together in 2020 when all the companies were like, we want to do things for the Black community. They were the place that they had an arm called Dentsu Good, and they partnered with incredible people like Kroger and P&G and all these dope brands that actually wanted to invest in our community. So we had these conversations out of George Floyd's murder and all the things that were happening in that era, and had really dope conversations about everything from social justice to wellness to fueling our bodies to the Black maternal mortality rate, all the things. They were like, fine, you gonna talk about it, let's talk about it, because they care about our community. Right. So we had really serious things, we had really dope things. And so for 3 seasons, we've been on 104 markets in the country on like the weekends, on different stations. And then we now did our first season ever. Revolt picked up the first ever expanded version of the TV. And actually we shot our 3rd episode in Atlanta, here with Jasmine Crow Houston from Gooder. Shout out to Gooder. I mean, we talked about so many things, of course, how she's helping the community, but we talked about food insecurity and how, like, Atlanta is one of the biggest cities. Obviously, so much wealth is here, and it represents the reality in this country that, like, just because there's so much wealth doesn't mean that there aren't people still suffering. Right. So we interviewed Jasmine Crow Houston of Gooder, went to her company. Kroger actually gave $7,000 to go feed the folks at Big Bethel Senior Center, where she's actually doing a lot of work. So shout out to Jasmine Crow Houston. And then we went to Patchwork City Farms, which is an actual farm right here in the middle of Atlanta, and talked about how to like grow food. And so we had a good time this season, but it was a 4-part limited docu-series type of thing to see if it would do well, and it ended up doing it pretty well. So we'll see about a season 2.
Get down, girl. Go ahead.
Get down. I learned from the best. You keep a job or 2.
Hey, man. Well, Gia Peppers, ladies and gentlemen, tell me how to follow you on all things.
At Gia Peppers, GIA, and then Peppers, like salt and pepper, but real peppers with an S. All
Gia,
things.
I love you. Do your thing. I see you at One Music Festival.
We outside. I got to see Janet. Janet, I love you. I can't wait to see you.
We outside. We'll be back with more Big Chicken Morning Show next on V103.